Alrighty, Reddit insanity, where people post the dumbest things they can possibly think of onto Reddit. I'm Michael.
I'm no way.
Let's start. Alrighty. These are today I fucked ups again, as always. First one is by the dude LA. So, this person puts, I met this knockout 5'10" Eastern European girl. We hit it off immediately. She was smart, successful, and funny.
Like a guy.
She was gorgeous and could have been in high fashion model. Could have been a high fashion model, except she had big boobs and ass.
It's definitely a guy. Would you fuck me?
Why is this relevant? After our fourth date, we were getting along great, and she opened up to me about her insecurity about her weight and how, since she was 13 years old, the other girls made fun of her because of her boobs. This was my dream
How is
girl.
that seems like an odd thing to make fun of somebody for. I look at you with your big fat titties. You fucking loser. That doesn't make any fucking sense. I guess women will pick anything. I guess
They found your one insecurity.
my guess is that she was like a knockout around them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they were so insecure they just had to find something to make fun of her of. And that was all they could find, just big fat titties.
And apparently that bothered her.
There's a really, really sad story in On Writing by Stephen King about some girl in school. It is fucking depressing. If anyone wants to read it, look it up. But it is the saddest shit I've ever read.
I went home that night so happy. I had dreams of love and happiness ever after.
I'm never gonna dance again.
Cue the fuck up.
Cue the fuck up. I fucked up now.
I woke up in the morning excited to start the rest of my life.
Hard as a fuck.
Like a rock. I grabbed my phone to text my girl and wish her good morning. I typed rapidly and hit send. Instead of sending, "Good morning, darling," I fat fingered it and either typed dating or farling, and the autocorrect changed it to fatling.
Good job. So good morning, my fatling.
Good morning, fatling.
Good morning, you fat titty bitch.
Is what I texted the girl in my dreams the morning after she opened up to me about her trauma. I didn't even realize until she texted me, "What the fuck did you call me?"
Nothing beautiful.
There was no explaining my way out. I sincerely begged her to understand that there is no way I would have ever wrote that. It's not a word in my vocabulary. Fatling? Who the fuck says fatling? She wasn't hearing any of it. I never saw her again.
Damn.
Because he called her fatling.
He fucked up.
Next one is by Mr. Zorg.
Mr. Zorg.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this person puts, last night, I booked a hotel to hook up with this really cute girl I met on Bumble. Long story short.
Fucking Bumble, damn. That's supposed to be the legitimate one.
I know. Where the women make all the choice.
Right.
Long story short.
They don't pick me.
This is my first hookup in over 6 years. So I was feeling quite a bit nervous about the whole thing, to the point that I was experiencing some ED in the days approaching the date, which had never happened to me before.
Damn, so nervous your dick doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I told my closest friend about this situation, and he gave me a 25 milligram.
He laughed his ass off for 45 minutes straight.
So he gave me a 25 milligram Viagra.
25. Give me 2 of those.
Advising I cut it in half to take it about 30 minutes before hooking up. Well, the moment arrives and I take it. I decide not to tell my date to avoid the obvious embarrassment of ED, but instead of hooking up right away, we decide to go grab a drink.
Uh-oh.
We're sitting at the bar while chatting and sipping cocktails whenever I start noticing my face get flush. I ignore it and continue the convo. Pretty soon, I start feeling dizzy. The oxygen starts to get sucked out of the room. I have a history of vasovagal
What the
syncope?
fuck?
I don't know what it is.
Let me see.
Vasovagal?
What is he? Fucking Evato? Where is it?
Bottom down there. Third line up, I think.
Third line down. What do I see? The vasovagal syncope?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Does he have a vagina? It
Vagina.
says vagal, like V-A-G-A-L, like vagina, vaginal.
He's got a vaginal syndrome. That's why he can't get hard.
Weird.
So I know the signs of whenever I'm about to pass out.
Oh, Lord.
I took 2 steps off of the bar stool and collapsed onto the restaurant floor.
His dick's so big, he'll just pass out. All the blood just rushes to my penis, and I just fucking knock out.
I wake up in a pile of sweat, seeing my date and this big guy standing over me. They both helped me sit.
Just fucking hard as a rock, too. I can already tell. What are you going to say?
They both have me sit in the booth, my legs elevated, and a waitress brings me some water. Obviously, I was quite embarrassed, but I tried my best to own up to the sheer absurdity of the situation by cracking jokes while I recovered. Luckily, this girl was super cool about it, but we understandably did not have sex after that.
I'm like, why not?
We just went back to the hotel and smoked weed, ate Taco Bell, talked, and watched documentaries, which was honestly pretty chill and fun on its own.
Taco Bell, was he constipated?
I don't know. What?
Taco Bell's good for that.
Why just sitting there with a heart on it?
That's weird.
A little bit. Next one is by Ovi Du Hai.
Oh, we do high.
This person puts, me and my girlfriend were having some fun times, like we usually do. One position I like to give her oral is her sitting on my face.
Having some fun times. I know he's lying out his asshole.
No worries, we had done it many times before. But this time was different. She got carried away and dropped all of her weight onto my face/chin, and I was struggling.
Then die like a man, bro.
But she was about to bust, so I couldn't stop and be a loser. I heard a crack, but didn't feel anything. She got off after finishing,
It broke his nose.
and I tried to talk, but my jaw hurt a lot.
She broke his jaw. Holy shit.
I disjointed my jaw while giving oral.
Disjointed.
Yeah, just
Isn't it dislocated?
no, not dislocated, like popped it all the way off.
Good lord.
Yeah.
How was it for now?
After a couple of tries,
You must have been fucking hollering. No.
oh God. After a couple of tries, I managed to put it back in place, but in the following days, it would come back to what it was, and it was kind of hurting, so I panicked and wanted to make a visit to the doc.
You gotta wire that shit shut now.
So I panicked and wanted to make a visit to the doc, but after a couple of days, it stopped hurting, and I started to enjoy cracking my jaw like you do with 2 fingers.
Good lord.
Oh,
So you just ruined his fucking jaw.
yeah. So I never went to the doc, and I don't feel any pain today. The jaw is still disjointed. You can't tell while looking at me, but I can feel it and crack it as much as I want. It feels kind of good. We joke about it regularly now. It's like, dude,
Go to a fucking doctor. Don't be fucking
Yeah.
insane.
I feel the pain. Like
Like he fucking yawns.
shit just breaks completely.
Some dude punches him and his shit just fucking cracks.
So it's gonna be so much worse.
Just like, oh my god, I fucking killed him.
Pretty much. Next one is by Rin Jacket. RNJCKT. They just put a whole bunch of fucking consonants together, and there you go. This person puts, so I, 21, am bisexual. That's a male. It was spring break, and I was staying with my parents' place. But, as with many things, my horny ass had gotten the better of me. I didn't wait until I left my parents, so I was unfathomably horny that I needed to have sex this week. Eventually, I found a grinder hookup. I snuck out and we met up. The difference, the person wanted to pay me for the sex. Oh, okay, I said.
I was like, hell yeah, how much you paying?
Never expected money, but he wanted to pay me, so I obliged.
What horrific acts do you want to commit, sir?
Right. After we did the deed, he wrote and cashed a check, but for some unknown fucking reason, he wrote it for way more than what he wanted to pay. He said, "It's okay, just transfer it back to me." The problem? The one thing I use the account for is food and bus fares. The moment I try to send anything more than a couple $100s per day, it bounces back. We went through every finance app to transfer the cash, but still couldn't give what he wanted back to him because it exceeded my daily withdrawal limit. I have to call my bank and do multiple withdrawals over multiple days. But he is threatening me with my personal info, my email, my number, the license plate. I had used my brother's car because it was the only car outside of the garage. Fuck my life. Getting my parents involved, legal threats, because it was, let's see here, legal threats. I normally, very cut and dry with anything sexual. I've never done a hookup before. All of this is coming crashing down because I was horny and gave too much money. He gave me too much money.
Wait, first of all, don't you fucking... You can start me?
Yeah.
Don't you fucking threaten me. I'll go to the police and say you hired me as a hooker. For one, don't you dare threaten me.
Try as a cry for help advice. I'm stressing the fuck out. So edit, this person puts. Thank you for all the comments saying it's a scam. You really miss the red flags whenever your mind is racing 100 miles per hour. I will call my bank and hopefully get the money I sent. And get confirmation that his checks will bounce. I'm still stressed that he has some of my personal info. I don't know what will come of it, but I will make updates. Edit 2.
He's got that video of him blowing him off. So
Exactly.
it doesn't help either.
No. Edit 2. Thank you for the amazing comments and insightful advice every commenter has given to me regarding my stupidity. It's really inspiring seeing a large community address the needs of someone in need with respect and compassion.
Could have just gone to a lawyer.
To address the immediate recommended actions given. I've already filed a police report for my area. I can only hope the situation resolves quickly. I've contacted my bank and have disabled all bank accounts and finance app accounts involved in my fuck up and currently transferring my remaining money to new ones. The situation for getting refunds for the money I lost is in development. I've contacted my medical care regarding potential diseases and will be receiving medication in my test appointment dates this week.
What, he give you a narrow disease too? Oh my God.
And this post would be cross-posted to our scams.
Good Lord.
Go for a hookup and he's going to try to scam you.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
It's a weird setup.
Yeah.
It makes it sound like it's a whore.
So I got you on camera eating ass.
Yeah.
Give me my money.
Now. Please, God, now.
And then we're going to send it. I'd be like, do it. That's the one benefit if you were a porn star. You would not give a fuck. I'm gonna send all these nude pictures of you, as opposed to the other 1,000 that are already on the internet.
Alrighty. Next one.
If I become an A-list celebrity, the first thing you'll see is my dick. So you can't threaten me now, because everyone's seen it. Ever seen my booty hole too?
Oh, God.
They've seen everything of me.
No.
I would not give a fuck after that.
Be like,
I'd be the one guy, if the sex tape got leaked, I'd be like, oh, damn, that's the wrong angle.
Be like Jackass.
Basically, like, they've been butt-ass taking and everything.
Yeah. They don't care no more. That one dude really loves to whip out his dick.
Like his Pontius?
Yeah. A little too much. All right. Next one, it says, today I discovered a strange lump perched on my asshole. Despite having never had one, I straight away
perched on his asshole.
Yeah, perched.
Yeah, they're perched.
Despite having never had one, I knew straight away that it was a hemorrhoid. It took even less time to piece together the chain of events that caused this to happen in the first place. Let me take you back to just under a week ago. I woke up, had my morning coffee with some breakfast, and shortly after felt my bowels moving in a way that would suggest that I was about to have a glorious shit. As is often the case, I eat a lot of Weetabix. Never heard of that cereal?
Nope.
Or oatmeal, whatever the hell it is. I'm assuming it's a cereal because it sounds like Wheat Thins or something.
Right.
I made my way to the toilet, sat down, and got myself comfortable. Now,
my booty hole exploded.
Now, I'd like to preface this by saying that for 26 whole years, I have never needed to sneeze whilst taking a shit. Not once. This day was different, however, as before I'd even started crowning, my nose started to twinge. Thinking nothing of it, I allowed myself to sneeze, not knowing the dire consequences that would follow. I sneezed hard. The sudden spasm caused my entire body to tense up, generating so much torque that the whole shit I had been brewing fired out of my hole with the force of a 50 caliber round.
God damn, shit must have hurt. That shit must have literally hurt.
A burning, searing sensation followed shortly after.
Ouch.
A pain which would be ingrained into my memory and one that I'm sure will live with me for many years to come.
Ouch.
So he gave himself a hemorrhoid too.
That sucks.
Yeah. Now, this is an update to one that we had last week.
Oh, we have an update to something we've actually done before?
Yes. This is the one about the...
Like my stories at the supermarket?
This is an update, yes. This is the update to the guy that was banging his former boss in front of her husband.
Shit, I forgot about him.
And the sadness involved.
Like absolute true fucking... What's the word? That embarrassment.
Yes.
So palpable that he gave us secondhand embarrassment.
Yes. Yes.
To such a degree, we thought we were in the room too.
Yes. So the original Too Long Didn't Read is that he agreed to sleep with his ex-boss while her husband watched him. But the husband fell asleep mid-sex.
We made her mad. We
Which
made him argue while he's still pumping away.
With where he went home with instant regret.
Right.
This is the update. It's long as fuck, so you might want to skip to the new TLDR below. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go through the whole story.
Okie dokie.
So, there I was, face to face with my former boss and her flatulent husband once again.
Oh, God.
I agreed to meet them at the same restaurant as the last time because the free food was the only good thing I remembered. The purpose of the meeting, according to my former boss, was to clear the air following what happened. A phone call or a message or no communication at all would have been more than acceptable for me because I wanted to move on, but my ex-boss insisted restoring peace in person. I eventually said yes. The husband was in the men's room whenever I showed up for the meeting, which made me laugh a little on the inside because it seemed like an unintentional nod to how active his ass was during our previous interaction.
It was flatulent as fuck.
My ex-boss thanked me for agreeing to meet with her and said her husband would join us soon. Meanwhile, she apologized for how unfortunate things turned out whenever we had sex before telling me that she had been brainstorming ways to improve the experience for next time.
No next time, ma'am, please. When do men learn their lesson? We never do.
That's why there's the update. The husband emerged from the men's room at that moment and greeted me with the awkward fist bump.
Hey, bro. How's that pussy feel?
And an unspoken hello again, while his wife was trying to convince me to accept another invitation into their bedroom. She persuaded me to at least hear her out before I said yes or no. Her plan was to pivot her approach in the bedroom and embrace the dominant position during sex because she believed her husband would be less likely to fall asleep again. He was watching her put on a show and take control. My ex-boss paused at that point and looked at her husband like that was his cue to swallow his sushi and add to what she was saying. The husband pointed his chopsticks at me and said he was expecting more energy from a young guy.
What the hell, fuck him? What kind of Twilight Zone are we living in?
He pointed
Where was it end?
But based on what he observed while he was still awake, I was fucking his wife the same way he fucked his wife whenever he's more in the mood to masturbate.
Jesus.
He's so bad at sex.
Yeah, they both sound like they're terrible at it.
I said having sex with another man's wife while the man is in the room was like trying to poop comfortably while a random person was watching.
They just could kick the door in. You shitting?
The husband asked me if I made moaning noises whenever I pooped. Because apparently he's making a moaning noise.
Cut the damn shit.
I said my moans mid-poops was dependent on how hard it was to push and unclog my colon.
It depends, man. If you had like a good, and you have like a really good shit, like all those good shits.
The husband said I might need to start pretending that I'm pushing as hard as possible whenever I sleep with someone because I never made a sound whenever I was intimate with his wife, which apparently contributed to his struggle to stay awake. I said pretending to poop during sex was some sound advice coming from a guy who was unable to stop farting while I was fucking in front of him.
I got 2 points I want to say. I just realized something. Okay, you don't really think about it in the moment, but now with the retrospection, I just realized how, like, okay, so 2 points: porn and murders. I know they don't make sense right now, but they will.
Right.
I promise you. This is how my brain works. So imagine you posted a video online of your enamorous endeavors,
Right.
and you're like, oh, this is the best sex I've ever had, right? And then you don't realize how many people just skip past it like it's nothing, right?
Right.
Like, you know, like the little number on the, like number 1 through 100 or some shit of videos.
Yeah.
Like skip. And like, I'm like, it's real how heartbreaking that would be. That you look so lame in the video, they just skip you over.
Skip.
2 is the one with the murders. Like, imagine you're such a boring person that they skip over your murder mystery on a fucking TV show. You know, yeah. I was like, that would be like, so basically this old guy saying like, you can't, like, that's how boring he was. It was a skip video.
Yes.
We've all had skip videos in porn. Some are just horrible. And now I am in a fucking shock. Now out of courtesy, I would have to watch shit videos, even if I don't like them.
You got yourself into something.
God damn it, I hate my brain.
So, my ex-boss pushed her plate away and said she had lost her appetite listening to us. I said I
Are
had
you living in a fucking movie? What the? Pushed her plate away. Like, I can't do this today.
I said I didn't.
Did she fucking throw her napkin on top of the plate like they do in the movies?
I said I didn't think I was sexually compatible with my ex-boss and her husband, and suggested that they get another guy for the job.
Maybe a gal.
My ex-boss pointed out that the two of us were very sexually compatible with, when we had our one-night stand prior to her meeting her husband. I said I wouldn't call that sexually compatible since she was my boss back then and both of us were drunk. The husband said now he lost his appetite too.
That's a hard thing to do for that big fat motherfucker.
I said I had someone in mind that might be perfect for what they want. The husband sarcastically asked if it's another young employee his wife hooked up with. I said it was one of my more sexually experienced friends. My ex-boss said if it's not me, then it's no one. The husband encouraged his wife to at least allow me to provide more information about my friend before instantly calling off the whole thing. The information I provided prompted my ex-boss and her husband to agree to meet my friend. I contacted my friend the following day and explained the situation. He became interested as soon as I showed him photos of her. I shared his contact details with her, with his permission, and thought that would be the end of my involvement in the circuit.
How do I leave this situation?
Little did I know that my friend would call me a few days later to ask me why the fuck I never warned him that the husband had a pit bull.
Oh.
I said I didn't know. My friend said that he had to fuck my ex-boss in front of the husband and his hellhound.
That's weird. Why the dog all of a sudden?
You fucker, or at least the dog. I asked my friend if the pit bull did anything to hurt him. He said the dog barked from time to time, and the husband would tell it either to shush the dog or translate and tell my friend that the dog wanted him to do or not do during sex. I was at a loss for words.
I'm starting to think that the couple, this is their little role-playing bullshit game they're doing.
Yeah,
Like, they do this on purpose.
I
Make it
know.
as awkward as possible
I know.
because they get off on it. Oh, these evil motherfuckers.
I was at a loss for words. My friend said the husband slapped his butt whenever he finished and he called him a good boy. It sounded so ridiculous, but I was struggling not to laugh. However, I did feel bad for my friend because I could relate. My friend said he would have punched the husband if the pit bull was not in the picture. I apologized for introducing him to my ex-boss and her husband. My friend thanked me for the trauma and said, "Bye, bro."
Thanks for ruining my fucking life.
Thanks, bruh. I decided to do what I should have done after my last post and blocked
I killed both of them.
and blocked my ex-boss. She's crazy, but I think she somehow married someone even crazier.
It sounds like it.
I'm still working on a way to make my friend like me again.
You can fuck him, I guess.
Slap him on the ass and call him a good boy.
That seems to fix everything.
And that's all I've got for Reddit today. I just thought that you would like the update.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't know. I don't know.
I think they do enjoy it, though.
I think they do. I think they do that shit on purpose.
And like the awkwardness.
Yeah, I think they get off on it. And when the guy leaves, they just fucking go hellhound on each other. Cause they say it happening twice is one. Once is one thing. Twice is another.
Just her pushing her plate away, and then he does the same thing.
I'm also
either.
like his plate is empty. I'm also don't have an appetite anymore.
After he licked the plate.
We're gonna lick that bitch clean. In my head, he's like, I also lost my appetite. He's like, throws the plate on the floor.
Anything else to add before we head out?
I just realized how awkward it is to lick a plate. Like the nasty, like I've done it once as a kid. It's now as an adult, it looks like the saddest shit you could do. I gotta get the rest of this fucking piece of pizza.
All right. Well, with that, we will see you guys on the next episode.
Part 3. My third friend that I ruined.